Hi, welcome to Flow with Kelly. Tonight's practice will be a heart chakra yin flow. So it'll be a nice and slow practice. So feel free to dim your lights, maybe grab a candle, and grabbing any other props. So blankets, pillows, blocks, bolster, maybe getting into some really comfy clothing. And when you're ready, I will meet you on your mat. And if you enjoy this practice today, feel free to like and subscribe, and that will be really appreciated. So I'll see you on the mat. Coming to lie in Shavasana today. Settling in onto your mat. Feeling free to keep your knees bent with the soles of your feet are on the mat. If you have bolsters or pillows or blankets, you can always bring them underneath your legs and have them more stretched out. And this may provide you a little bit of extra support for your lower back, especially if you are feeling a little bit tight or a little bit sore in this area. This may be a way to alleviate this and let you just melt into your practice a little bit more. Once you've settled into your Shavasana, letting your arms hang out alongside you, starting to close your eyes and notice your breath in and out. Taking this very moment to come to your own body. This is your personal practice. This is your time to disconnect from your to-dos that likely don't even serve you personally, but are serving others. Taking this time now to find yourself away from the labels that people may define you with, and finding in your heart who you truly are tonight. This yin practice is focused on opening up your heart for self-love. To let go of the labels such as mother, father, daughter, son, friend, partner. Letting go of the labels that your job puts on you. Letting go of the labels that society may place on you. And once you've let all of that go, seeing what is left behind. Seeing what statements lie there about your true self, yourself as context, who you are at your very core. And these statements, to have them start with I am, to truly speak to yourself. As you start finding these I am statements, these statements reflecting on your core self, we are going to move into our first pose of the evening. The first pose will be reclined butterfly. So if your legs are straight, starting to bend them one at a time to bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Just removing any props that may be underneath your legs, just slightly down off to the side. And then from here, once the soles of your feet are on the mat, bringing the insides of your feet closer together. And then nice and gently begin to drop your knees open, bringing the soles of your feet to touch. Letting your knees hang heavy here. And at this time, you may want to re-find some blocks or some pillows or blankets underneath your knees or your legs to provide some extra support, some extra height. However, if you feel that you like the unsupportedness or the feel of your knees falling towards the ground, feel free to not use props here and to just let gravity take over, opening up your hips. Just breathe here in your butterfly. I also invite you at this time to bring your hands onto your body. So your left hand onto your heart, right hand onto your belly. Just to find a little bit more connectedness to your heart and to yourself. With yin, there are three main principles. So the first principle is to find that pose, find that discomfort, find your edge. So you aren't looking for pain per se. So if you feel pain, please come out of the pose, lift out, and then re-enter, listening to your body and what feels good for it. So once you've found your edge, start to relax into it. Really start to let go of all muscle engagement at this point. Notice if you are holding on to any tension in any part of your body, and see if you can just let go here. And the very last principle for yin is to hold over time. So many poses we will be holding for 2 to 5 minutes depending on the pose. And feel free to explore your edge as the time goes on, as you may find that your edge goes deeper and deeper the longer you stay. Just about 60 more seconds here in this pose. Continue to notice your breath, your breathing. Feel your chest and your heart continue to rise and fall with each breath. Nice and gently, starting to lower your hands on down towards your knees, so the outsides of your legs. And very slowly, with no sudden movements whatsoever, begin to guide your knees on up, bringing the soles of your feet down to the mats. And once you've arrived, feel free to just walk your feet out just about mat width apart. And we're going to windshield wiper. So drop your knees side to side, left to right, just to release and to counteract our butterfly. Nice and gently coming back to neutral with the soles of your feet to the mat. Knees pointing up. And from here, grabbing one block, or maybe grabbing a stack of pillows or your blanket. Having it in your hand, take a moment to inhale, lift your hips up just slightly so that you can slide the block, the pillow, the blankets underneath your sit bones. And then gently lower yourself back down onto whatever prop you are using. Supported bridge. So you may need to adjust yourself, find that sweet spot where the prop isn't necessarily digging into your lower back, but it's just there to provide support, provide a little height, and allow some of that blood to come down towards your heart with a little bit more ease. Finding your stillness here. We're holding for about 2 more minutes. Final 60 seconds here in this pose, in our bridge. Just noticing if at this time you're starting to tense up in your muscles. Just bring that awareness. Let it go. Come back to your breath. And come back to some of those I am statements that you hopefully came up with to describe yourself, to describe your core values, and use that to guide you in this heart chakra yin practice. Taking one more deep breath here. And then when you're ready, Gently begin to push into your feet to lift your hips up off your props, just so you can slide them out from underneath you. And then slowly lower yourself back down onto the mat. And once you've arrived, hug your knees into your chest, so lift the soles of your feet up off of the mat. Hands come onto your shins. Just rock side to side. Give yourself a little massage here. A gentle hug. And when you're ready, lifting your right arm overhead, bringing the soles of your feet down to the mat just for a second so that you can roll on over to your right side body, coming into a fetal position. And from here, just beginning to roll yourself up into a tabletop. So in your tabletop, both hands are on the mat, both knees are also on the mat. Hands stacked underneath your shoulders, knees stacked underneath your hips. We're going to come into a gentle yang flow, a cat and cow. So when you're ready, inhale, drop your belly down, tailbone and gaze lifts on up into your cow spine. Exhale, round your spine, chin towards your chest, cat spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral tabletop. And stay here on your exhale. Moving into our next yin pose, puppy pose. So you're going to walk your hands out in front of you and gently begin to lower your chest and your chin or your forehead down towards the mat. If you like, you can always bring a pillow or a block or the blanket, any of your props underneath of your head to lift you up just slightly. But trying to lower your chest down towards the mat, keeping your hips and your tailbone lifted up. So your knees are still stacked right underneath your hips here. Walk your arms out as far as you need to. Gently opening up your shoulders here as well, but really focusing in on the opening of your chest. And finding your heart, opening it up, making a connection to the earth below you. We won't be here for too long. But once you find that edge, try and relax your muscles. Try to relax into this pose. Really try to deepen in. Don't think too much. And again, focus on your breath. Your breath will help you maintain the pose, but really get into your personal edge in this pose. We're only here for just about 30 more seconds. few more breaths. And very nice and slowly, just begin to slide yourself forward, lowering your belly down towards the mat, straightening out your legs behind you, and lift on up into your cobra. So chest and head come up. Hands are about where they were in your puppy, but you may need to adjust slightly. And if you need, feel free to come onto your forearms into your Sphinx pose instead. This may relieve some of that pressure in your shoulders and in your arms as well. So if you're in your Sphinx, you're on your forearms, palms facing down right onto the mat. And your elbows are either stacked underneath your shoulders or just slightly forward. In both your Sphinx or your Cobra, so your Cobra is with your hands straight, forearms off of the mat, you can keep a slight bend in the elbow. For either of these poses, just trying to make sure that your shoulders are down and away from your ears. And in both cases, your chest is shining forward, your heart is releasing all of this love and letting it surround yourself. Really embrace that love that is coming out of your heart, your body, and let it spread all around you, making this glow. Feeling free to also, you can let your head just hang a little heavy here. Maybe gaze down, just so that your neck doesn't feel too much strain in this pose. When you're ready, beginning to take one more full inhale. And as you exhale, nice and gently, no rush, start to lower your chest and your forehead down towards the mat. Walking your hands out to give yourself a little bit of space as you lower on down. Just take a breath or two here. Nice and gently begin to just roll yourself over so you come to lie on your back. Adjust yourself as you need so you're more centered on your mats. Coming into your final Shavasana here. So in this Shavasana, you can keep your knees bent. Find your props once again as you need. So whether it's your bolster, your pillows, or some blocks or blankets, whatever you'd like. to find complete relaxation for these final few moments here. And with your arms, I invite you to bring them back onto your body. So left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. To find true connection with your mind and your body and your heart specifically. At this time, I invite you to repeat after me. Whether you want to do it out loud or in your head is totally up to you. But to really and truly embrace these next few mantras, these next few affirmations, these next I am statements, and connect to them, find them in your core. I am glowing. I am full of love. I am radiant. I am loved. I am grateful. I am exactly where I need to be. I invite you at this time to stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you like. To repeat any of these I am statements that I provided for you, or any other I am statements that you have come up with today during your practice. Connect to these statements. Know that these statements are about you, your core self, your true self, and to let go of any of those labels that perhaps society has provided to you or that you've provided for yourself. These labels are just labels. So see and really dig deep to find those values that define your true self. Put it into your heart. Embrace it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or your evening. Wishing your heart to be full of light and love. Namaste.